If you would have told me that the year 2025 I would have lost my husband, he passed in April. If you would have told me I had stage 4 cancer, stage 4 bone metastatic cancer, I wouldn't have believed you. But that's what happened in 2025 and more. The grief that has stricken me, losing my soulmate, has been overwhelming. If you would have told me I had to leave my home to get well, I wouldn't have believed you. If you would have told me I was going to lose my animals that I was so in love with, I wouldn't have believed you. But this happened also. How did I find out that I had stage 4 cancer? I had a lot of different feelings within my body that I knew was just not right. I knew something was wrong because I was in severe pain. And the bone cancer had ate away at my pelvis. It was in my spine. I was going to different orthopedic doctors, and nobody's coming up with anything. I myself was wondering, why don't you do a PET scan, MRI? And what they would do is just send me to another specialist, and I'm just overwhelmed at my own health, but watching my husband for a whole year going down further and further. First they said he had an iron deficiency, and then later on it was just told to us that he had congestive heart failure, and he was in the latter stages of that, so he had to be put on hospice in April of 2025, and he died April 25th. My whole world was shattered. I don't know how I've made it to this month here, November. And I say that I don't know how, but then I do know how. I really do know how I've made it thus far. See, I have a very strong relationship with Jesus Christ. And honestly, if I didn't hold on to the hem of his dressings, I would have never made it this far. I love my God, and I know my God has something more in store for me. And the biggest thing that he gave to me for 2025, for me trusting and believing, he gave me hope, because my oncologist told me I was in remission. Now that doesn't mean I don't have cancer still, because I still have markings, but all the tumors after radiation and chemotherapy are now gone. And so many people were praying for me. I mean, tons of churches, because I've always been involved in community services and ministries, and I had just a mighty God watching over me. So now, as I try to go forward in life without my soulmate, what I do to get through the grief, and a lot of people have a hard time with their grief, I look at all what God gave to me for those 40 years. Tremendous amount of love, a beautiful life, and we all know that someday, if we're in a marriage or a relationship, that it'll come to an end, one way or another. And I hated watching my husband suffer. So when God took him, I was thankful. I hated losing him, of course, but I was thankful that he was no longer suffering. So if you're suffering with any kind of depression, an illness, If you need prayer, I'm a warrior, a prayer warrior. So leave comments below and keep praying for me that my cancer will subside and I'll get my life back together and move back to Louisiana and have more good life left in me, because I know that I do, because God wants the best for all of us. In Jesus Christ's name, I thank you for listening to my story. My story's not stopped yet. I'm still living and forever grateful.